Welcome to Midnight Mystic. Welcome back to my Mystic Circle. I'm so grateful all of you are here to join me today. Today we're going to be doing a zodiac reading. So let's see who it is. Aries. We've got Aries. Okay. Anyone who has Aries placements, if you're a cross watcher, whoever you are, welcome in. I feel that you've had some mountain to climb. So let's find out what this is. Ooh, okay. 3. So we have 777. It says alignment, but I saw migrant with the mountain feeling too, maybe moving mountains. Your progress is recognized and alignment is here. It is within your reach. The whisper is reminding you to stay the course and feel source working through you. Your gifts are being recognized. The affirmation with this is I blossom and bloom as I use my gifts. All things simply align as I feel the feeling of the divine. Okay, Dr. Seuss starting off the reading right. 333 potential. Your chance to reach your highest potential is here. These are numbers that you could have been seeing lately. 666 reflection. When you allow time for reflection, you allow yourself to see where inner shifts are needed. It is time for you to look at your beliefs and ask, is this serving me, or is it time for me to release this? Reflect, refocus, and readjust. As I refocus on what serves my highest good, I feel myself shift into my highest self. I feel like there might be 2 more. 143. Preparation. Life is filled with phases. The whisper is telling you to prepare for the unexpected and allow change to pass through with a sense of peace. Financial and creative changes are upon you. Ooh, this looks good for you. Okay. Anything else for Aries? So 888, abundance, and 1717, self-reflection. I'll read this since it's our other sevens. Time has come to rely on your knowledge, your wisdom, and your ambition. You have an important soul mission and life purpose. Leaning on your inner strength will allow more of your path to unfold ahead. As I take leadership of my life brings the flow of good fortune and good blessings. That is really cool. 717 is my birth time, so I love seeing 717, 777, 1717. Okay, I picked the decks, and so why don't you sit with me for a moment, take a few really deep, good breaths, help me connect with your energy while I say a prayer. Okay. I wasn't going to do any charms or anything until later, but I feel someone who is eager for some type of confirmation, and maybe this will help you out sooner than later, or maybe some of the signs that will come out through the reading also. But think of a yes or no question, just whatever first pops into your mind, or something that you really want to know about. Remember that energy is not fixed. You have free will. So whatever comes out in the reading or with this yes or no answer is not set in stone. It's just within the energy, but you can always change it. Okay. 3, 2, 1. It's a yes. And let's get some charms. A key of a second key, Virgo, a hammer, a heart, the moon, 5, Y, a hanger. We'll revisit that. I don't know what that is. X, Q, a paw print. Something with engraving too. C, V, key, E, and J, EJ. I don't actually know what this charm is. I've never seen it before. I don't know if this is a mermaid's tail. Is that a wizard's hat? We're not really sure. Up to your interpretation, I suppose. Grab a few more. Something about horses. Okay, something about being barefoot outside. So maybe grounding. We have an H, a U, more leaves, 2 E's intertwined. So something is coming together, something's fitting into place. You're tightly attached or connected to whatever's going on. Another Q, an L, sweet, a key, and another key. Okay. So we have 2 sets of keys, and it's interesting how the sets of keys actually look like each other. A U, a D, a W, another W. 3 is key, key, bare feet, seahorse, a sea star, an I, a K. I felt I know you. PUOK, and a 3. Also something about a heel, wings, more of these blooms across 8. T, B, Y, T, K, E, another E. Bare feet was even stuck to the E, a C, an E, a J. Casey, Keely, Cecily, I don't know. Some names are starting to come through. 6 M and half with a 4. So the numbers that came out are mostly 3s and 5s and a couple 8s. I'm also getting something about someone walking their dog. Okay. Hummingbird. And she's got a big moth on her forehead. Mermaid. So that's the second seahorse we've seen. Wildflowers. Maybe 2 more. Okay, something's hiding in the deck that flipped over. Okay, heirloom tomatoes wanted to hide in there. Okay, immediately I feel like some of you might not be eating enough. It feels like a side note, but it feels like you need to nourish your body somehow. Depleted. I heard depleted. There is something also about someone joining you in nature for something and being barefoot. There is going to be some significance to that moment. It also feels like you have an invitation coming towards you from someone. Just be slow and intentional about whatever this is. Oh, okay, yep. So sunset dinner says an invitation awaits you. Yell to the stars that you are ready to go. And heirloom tomato, enter the depths of intimacy where the seeds of your desires will be nourished. Nourished, yes, nourished. Something about nourishment. And these vines with the heirloom tomatoes are saying protection to me, or being, I heard engulfed in abundance, engulfed in, oh yep, here you are. Maybe it's a love reading, but let's see. I got cards out that were more for spiritual. So I'm going to follow that for Aries. Okay. Personal power. What fell to the floor? Intention. Initiation and divine feminine fell right on those with truth and integrity. And transformation. Any more for Aries? Personal power was the first that came out. I do feel like you're getting a different vantage point somehow. I feel like you're assessing your landscape. You're assessing your next path, your next move, your direction. And I feel like you're doing this with intention. I also feel that you're seeing what's like come to pass through some storm in your life. Transformation with sheen, obsidian, and snake. This could be representing cycles. You could be reflecting on cycles in your life. I feel like you're also being protective over your transformation. Malachite with sacred healing, medicine drum. And 25 makes this a 7 card. So there is something with vibrations and sound healing. I'm getting not loud though. Something not loud, because the feathers aren't moving at the bottom, but the vibrations are being released. So whatever this is you're sending out vibrations. They're just not destructive or loud. We have divine feminine, black moonstone, and the moon, number 10. And this looks like the snake scales behind too. And she is protecting something that she has. It's visible, but she's also protecting it and sharing it somehow. There's unconditional love. This is a 33. And initial love. Okay. Initiation. Sacred site. There's 16, so there's another 7. Lots of feminine energy. And then truth and integrity with turquoise and summer. Number 32, which makes a 5. You could have a change coming here in the summer. I was picking up a lot of third eye energy, not just from this card, but all the cards that have come out so far. An illumination of some sort. Let's keep going. Excuse me, sir, can you not be right? You don't have to be right there. You don't have to be right on top of everything, okay? Thank you. More feminine energy. We have the divine feminine, we have Mother Mary, and then we have the Mother. The 8 of fire, emotion and intellect, and the 5 of air. Okay. Healing. The 10 of earth. Faith. The 5 of earth. And more with that illumination over the head, like what I saw in the truth and integrity. And then it's also in faith. So that leans more towards divine illumination. But they all look very peaceful. They look strong but peaceful. They're contributing something to the world, to the physical world. You're contributing something to the physical world that feels like it's divinely guided. It feels like you have been or will be illuminated to whatever this is. It does feel like a direction change in some way, or just a change from where you were before, the path that you were before. Maybe like that bear, you had climbed to the heights and now you're looking out and mapping your path. It does feel like there's healing involved with this. Maybe you had someone in the past that was playing a game with you. Balancing of emotion and intellect. either you or that person is going to be removing the mask. But either way, I feel like there's healing involved in this. Oh, cool. Blue lace agate, peace, gentle, new beginnings, Gemini, Pisces, and Mercury. Blue lace agate is your supportive nudge in the right direction, whispering words of encouragement when you experience self-doubt. It opens your throat chakra and helps ease any blockages of your self-expression. Being seen and heard is a priority. Your feelings are valid and important too. Don't worry about what others will think. Release all fear of judgment and get ready to leave any thoughts of inadequacy behind. Blue lace agate encourages you to start anew because every day is a fresh beginning. That's pretty. I've never pulled that card before. You also have sulfur, volcanic, progressive, and inventive. This is Leo and the Sun. Sourced from volcanic areas, sulfur is an excellent companion for bottled up emotions. It can manifest as skin conditions, fevers, and emotional outbursts. Sulfur has a negative electrical charge, allowing it to absorb toxicity and destruction from your surroundings. Sulfur also brings to light the natural disasters in your life, personal landscape, highlighting your shadows in order to clear the path for renewal. This opens up awareness of triggers that can cause eruption, placing consciousness in action. Quartz, growth, alignment, and cleanse, all signs, the sun and the moon. Containing all colors of the spectrum, quartz is considered to be a high vibrational crystal with many metaphysical properties. A conduit of energy, quartz generates electromagnetic energy and dispels electricity, absorbing, storing, releasing, and regulating positive or negative energy. Quartz is highly personal and works with your energy field one-on-one, attuning to it according to your needs. Quartz is easily programmable, allowing you to set your intentions so that the stone works in your favor. Set your intentions wisely. I feel like we have one more for Aries. We have Tanzanite, transmutation, illumination, and psychic. Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Jupiter. Connecting you to spiritual realms and beyond, Tanzanite assists in living with more awareness and bringing spirituality into your day-to-day. It helps navigate your journey beyond altered states of consciousness. From deep meditation to accessing psychic powers, metaphysical abilities are enhanced with this stone, creating a direct line of communication between you and your spiritual team. Tanzanite unveils your true path, transmuting the old into the new and acknowledging that the road is ever winding. Your journey in constant flow, trust your path. And Jade, wisdom, abundance, and good luck. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, and Venus. Jade is highly prized and sacred, a wonderful stone for protection and healing. Known as a dream stone, Jade will simulate messages and channel them into your dreams when placed on your third eye chakra. The ultimate good luck charm, Jade promotes prosperity in every aspect of your life by opening the heart chakra and boosting your ability to receive. Wealth is nothing without your health, and Jade is a reminder of this true abundance, amplifying the good fortune of your vitality. Remember, you are a spiritual being having a human experience. I do feel like this is saying that you have an invitation and you have someone here in the background. I don't feel like this is the main focus of this reading. It's just saying that you do have someone here and you might get an invitation soon to spend time with them, possibly in nature. If you can get barefoot, go ahead and do that. And it's also speaking about this sort of divine feminine and enlightenment. I feel on the earthly plane that would mean focusing on your finances and your health. And the more that you focus on your health, the better your finances are also going to get. It's also saying to lean into your feminine energy a little bit more. Whether you are masculine or feminine, is saying that at this time, leaning into your feminine could help you gain some wisdom and truths that you maybe weren't clear on before. I also feel that your third eye is having an activation. I feel like that is going to actually like assist you receiving these messages of truth and wisdom, and opening up that third eye to communicate better with the divine. I also feel like there's going to be a balancing between your emotions and intellect at this time. I think it's going to help you see a little bit more clearly. If you did have someone playing games with you in the past, I think that that is going to be, aspects of that are going to be highlighted. But I also feel like this is going to light your fire and you're going to take flight. And she almost looks like she's dancing. It's just, there's a feeling of freedom that I'm getting here, like freedom of your fire, which is an Aries. Like, that makes a lot of sense. But so I do feel like the focus here is on finances and health at this time. You do still have love going on in the background, it looks like, or at least you have an invitation somewhere with someone. And what do I want to get to close this? I'm feeling an animal. Let's get a spirit animal to close. Okay, so you got one animal from each element. Actually, I only planned on getting one, but four came out, and they're all from each of the four elements. So I'm actually going to dive into them a little bit. Your earth animal that you got is the raccoon. This is interesting to me because the 5 of air came out. Raccoons kind of have that mask, and then she's holding that mask. The raccoon's shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success, which would make a lot of sense, with this reading being focused on finances and health a lot. But sometimes using a stage name or wearing a quote-unquote mask works in an artist's favor. Other times it limits creativity. And to bring it into balance, it says make new work. Weird. So you actually don't have one from each element. I thought that you did. The one that's missing is the water element, which is connected to emotion. And since the emotion and intellect balancing card came out, since I asked with the spirit animal what would assist you right now, it is moving away from emotions. There's a lot of emotion being left out here, or focusing more on logic and action is what it seems like. You also got the gazelle. That always makes me think of the divine feminine energy also. The reds and yellows are making me think of Aries too. The gazelle is heightened awareness and ability, vulnerability. When in balance, graceful, perceptive artist. When out of balance, food allergies, insomnia, and racing mind. To bring into balance, yin yoga, a cozy home, and good food. The gazelle represents supreme grace. With every move, this awe-inspiring beauty amidst sophistication and elegance. Gazelle personalities are often hyper-aware of their surroundings, bordering on hyper-vigilant, and this can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they've spent so much effort cultivating. No more worrying about all the predators out there in the wild, When this card appears, it's time to get back to the present moment. Sit down, find your breath, and acknowledge the bounty that surrounds you. Let it nourish your gentle spirit. So I feel like that is tying back to the messages about the divine feminine. Oh, there's even a doe in the background of the 10 of Earth. See that on the far left of this card over here? And she's wearing a mask that she's taking off also. This is tying together beautifully. You got the bee, usually symbolizing, for me, teamwork. Maybe you're busy, a hard worker. You could be working on something in a community. Those concentric circles are expansive to me. I feel like your vibration is really reaching beyond what you think it is. Your reach is beyond what you think it is. So the bee is earnest, hardworking, and democratic. When in balance, it's content, active, and vibrant. When out of balance, it's overworked and annoyed. To bring into balance, a mini vacation. The bee personality is a delight to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. Bees love to work steadily and thoughtfully until the final task is complete. They are sensitive creatures, aware of many subtleties at once. Since they're artists at heart, they usually add creative details to the overall vision. For the most part, they have bustling, joyous personalities until they're too tired from all the work. Then they gripe and then sting. Your last one is the dragonfly. I have a feeling that you could be seeing signs of the dragonfly. You could be seeing dragonflies maybe when you accept this invitation, which I feel like you should. When you accept this invitation, you might go somewhere where you see dragonflies or have been seeing things with wings. The dragonfly is the master of light, illusion, and the mind. When in balance, it sees clearly, joyful, magical. When out of balance, can't concentrate, busy mind. To bring into balance, focus on the breath. The colors of this too are tying back to the third eye that I was picking up on. And it's even got that yellow also. I heard revelations in nature. Anyways. And I can't, the ankh on her chest in the truth and integrity is kind of the shape of the dragonfly also. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder and awe. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind. Yeah, like the third eye. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. So now we're going back to the emotion and intellect, which is also those same colors. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. Crazy. I am going to end this here because it's all just circling back and it's beautiful. And I do feel like you have some third eye awakening, some third eye illumination coming in. It feels like You have a lot of feminine energy that's coming up here and asking you to lean into that a little bit. There's a lot about your resonance. I heard resonance. People are resonating with you, and that you have an expansiveness and a vibration that's coming from your calm. Just roll with me. This is just what I'm picking up. A vibration that's coming from when you're calm and when you are feeling creative and receptive, feeling into that divine feminine energy. It feels like from your calm resonates out a vibration that has a reach further than you even think that it does, that you're reaching more people with your energy than you think you actually are. So there is some healing of past situations that are coming through, but also that there is beautiful connections coming through. So focus on that third eye. Try to get outside, try to get barefoot. Get a vantage point of whatever your situation is from a higher perspective and calmly observe it. And I feel like that is where that illumination will come from. That's where that new wisdom and balance will come from. So I wish this for you. I am excited for you, and please let me know if this resonated in any way, and I will see you next time, Aries. Goodbye.